The reality of manifestation. What's the big thing that people on Earth are missing? Let's see if you can figure it out. So, could you guess by the little short we showed you? Did you figure it out? Do we have to play it again? Just kidding. You guys can repeat it if you want to actually figure that out, but it may be pretty obvious. What did we show you? Earth, the earth signs,
Earthquakes.
rocks, anything and everything that actually do with Earth, right? So what is it about Earth? Is it just the planet we're on? Is it just the energy? Maybe it really is just the actual manifestation method that you've been sold, which is sort of like a quick fix or a hop, skip, and a jump, when in reality, you're the one that manifested yourself here. So the answer to manifesting is you. Now, what is it about Earth? What is it about this energy? Is it the routine, pattern, focus, and actually showing up every day, regardless of how you feel, to actually work on what you want to do and really giving something your all? Obviously, that's the key that we're missing right here. That's the key that you may be missing to all of your manifestations, especially during the energies that we're experiencing right now with this grand Earth trine we have going on, and Pluto being in this sign over here, aka Capricorn, making you feel like you don't exactly have power and control, or you need to gain power and control over the status that you actually want to experience. Now, Earth signs aside, let's utilize the Virgo energy that we're actually under while recording this video and figure out a routine and pattern that is best for you to show up every day to actually manifest the life you want. Through using astrology, you may notice a couple things about the actual planets of the day. Now, these planets, especially the inner planets, have shown you a lot about what you do in day-to-day life that you may not even notice. For those of you actually following me on Instagram, you may know what we're actually talking about, especially with my daily videos, but let's do it for everybody else, right? So think about Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, all the way through Saturday. Do these days ring a bell? Now, for those of you who do know, these are the days of the week that are actually based off of the 7 inner planets, right? But what's their order? So we have Sunday, Moon Day, Mars Day, Mercury Day, Jupiter Day, Venus Day, and Saturn Day. Then we start all over again in the beginning of the week. So how do you use these energies? If we have Sunday, Moon Day, Mars Day, and you're into astrology, what do you think the next natural step is? If these planets are in signs and they naturally shift, wouldn't you want to resonate with the actual signs that they're under? Before we get into that, let's actually talk about how to utilize these energies every day, right? So let's start from the beginning of the week. Sunday. What does the sun do? What is the sun? It is the energy of expression as well as how you intake information and experience, right? So what should you be doing on this day if you want to actually manifest something? What you need to do is actually express the experience that you want to have for the week. This is the day of expression, the day of partying, the day of high vibrations, and make sure to pay attention to the actual sign it's in to show you how the sun is expressing it so you can actually ride the wave. Now, on Moon Day, you get a little opportunity here where you can sit back, refine, and reflect these intentions into an energy that is resonating with a vibe that will work for you. Because if you can't ride this vibe all the way through the week, you won't be riding the vibe of the energies that the solar system is under in order for you to actually follow through with all of this energy and manifest properly. Now, once you actually sit down and create your expression and intention as well as the vibe it's riding, the first day that you actually get to really go out and do something with it is Mars Day, the day of action, willpower, aggression. You can passionately go out and experience whatever you're intending to do. This day is great for working hard, working long hours, working short sporadic periods, taking a little break, and depending on what sign it's actually in, how long you need to maybe take a break for or how consistently you can actually work. But this is the day to really hit the ball rolling because you don't have that case of the moon days anymore where you just want to feel comfortable, relax, and actually figure out what you want to do and make sure you want to do it, right? This is the day where you can really start out and actually get to work. Now, once you actually get to work, we can move on to the next day, aka Mercury Day, where we can sit back, analyze what we just went through, and figure out the best course of action to expand on the next available day of exploration in regards to this energy, right? This day is all about analyzing, figuring out the details, figuring out a better, more efficient system to get things done. So when you get to the next day, aka Jupiter Day, the day of exploration, experience, and expansion, you can actually go out and really ride the waves and see what the world has to offer for you because you showed it what you want to experience. You showed it what you want to feel. You actually went out, tried it, did something with it, and now that you've come and reanalyzed, thought of a more efficient means that you laid out to the world, you don't really have to think about it and you can just expand into this energy. If you've actually gotten the ball rolling, the next day you can sit back, relax, and just kind of bask in the pleasure of, yeah, I did it. I enjoyed it. I've experienced it on Venus Day. Venus Day is a great day to actually sit back, enjoy your pleasures, and bask in the energy that you've manifested. This day is relaxing, it can be pleasurable, but once again, all of these are sign dependent. We will get to that. Once we've actually expanded on the Venus Day and we had our pleasures, we have to go back to Saturn Day. Did you build it? Did you create structure out of this? Do you want to make a routine out of this intention you've actually experienced? Saturn Day is a day where you're supposed to sit back, chill, and make sure you build. But with half the year actually being in Saturn retrograde, or at least 30 to 40% of it, sometimes you have to reflect on what you've built and actually sit back and really just sit with that energy and decide if you want to continue along or keep building or tweak some things that you may have wanted to experience. Saturn Day is a real day of reflection, just like the moon. However, instead of reflection, it's building, taking time to actually structure things, organizing things, doing your daily house chores, and making sure everything that supports you in your day-to-day life has you running smoothly. So if you can actually see the sequential order of this routine and how to manifest throughout the days of the week, it can clear up a lot of things with what you want to do, and it can isolate the proper intentions that not only you are going through, but it shows you what the world and our local surroundings is going through. So if you can get with the world and show all the planets that you're resonating with them, as long as you slide your little intention in there, you can actually make a lot of things happen, and they will look at you as a sort of exalted being that knows how to work with them, and they'd be much more happy and give what you want to you much quicker than any other actual person or experience. But the next step you need to take to actually do this is understanding the signs that they're in, the energy that these beings are actually in. For example, if the sun is in Virgo right now, what you want to do on Sunday is you want to actually go out, figure out what you need to do, figure out how you want to do it, come up with a more efficient means, come up with a worst case scenario, come up with a best case scenario, and make sure that you have a 3-layered plan off of what's going on to show the sun that you're analyzing, you're figuring out what you want to have go on, you're figuring out how you want this experience to work, and you really need to put in that work, routine, and planning to figure out how you're going to make sure that you feel comfortable, because you can't lie to yourself anymore once Virgo season hits. You can't bask in the sunlight that Leo gave and just express any vision that you had. You need to get out, plan, and make sure you have your schedule together of what you're going to do and figure out your goals, steps, and what you want to attain now that you have all the tools laid out for you to experience, right? So then moving on into Moon Day, right? Say if the moon's in Cancer, what you'd want to do is make sure that you feel comfortable. You can sit back, you can actually enjoy your space and make sure that you have all of this walls of what you want to feel and what you don't blocked out. Because feelings aside, they are important, but during these heavy earth energies, which is why we're making this video to begin with, you need to make sure you are struck down and certain with how you feel, and you need to isolate the feelings that you want and that you don't to make sure that you can do what you want to do without necessarily being bogged down by feelings just because you're not feeling something. That's what got you in this mess in the first place of diving down the rabbit hole of manifestation without any actual success, because you left out that one key element of earth, showing up, doing what you have to do regardless of how you feel some of the times, especially when all the planets are vibrating in that space. If you actually want to resonate with the system, you need to resonate with where the planets are at. Now, the best way to show the planets that you're actually resonating with them is wearing the color of what the planet and the sign is actually experiencing. If you want to know more about this and you actually want to resonate with this and have a little guide to it every single day, check out our Instagram, check out our reels. We post every single day showing you what these energies are, how to experience them, and how to actually resonate with the planets throughout the week so that you can manifest your best possible scenarios in the most successful way within a realistic application of astrology. Now, if you guys want to go a little deeper and actually figure out how to use the sun, moon, and ascendant on a daily basis, starting the day before to actually expand on this energy and make sure you focus on your intention with the benefit of the dream world, check out this video right here. And next week, we're going to go even deeper on this topic and explain to you how to break the system and use certain other planets on certain days to actually resonate with something that applies better to your intention.